Hello students, and welcome to another class of Yangchen IAS Academy. And today we will be dealing with English, because English is also another very important part of your syllabus. So we will start with some basics of English, and in case you remember what we have discussed in the last class, we have discussed regarding the syllabus of English and how the English should be tackled. So let's go to another let's go through the English syllabus another time, so that we can refresh ourselves as to what the questions will be asked from the subjects, the topics which shall be covered in the English. So if you go through the syllabus here, it consists of topics such as spot the error, fill in the blanks, synonyms, antonyms, spelling mistakes, idioms and phrases, and one word substitution, improvement of sentences, active and passive, voice of verbs, conversion into direct indirect narration, shuffling of sentence parts, shuffling of sentence in a passage, closed passage, comprehension passage. Okay, so if you can see, we will see there are if you see the amount of questions that is asked from the English portion, you will see that the total number of questions is 50. The total number of questions is 50 from English, and each question is of 2 marks. So the total marks is 100. Now what happens is that we shall check into the number of questions which are being asked from each topic, so that when we finish, another person is entering, Tenzing Chukwu. Tenzing Chungku. Hello. So now, if we divert our attention back to the syllabus, we will see that the number of questions will be asked is 50, and the total number of marks will be 100. Now, today I have chosen to start with synonyms, antonyms, and idioms and phrases. So synonyms and antonyms and idioms and phrases. So these are also important part from which many questions are coming every time. So if we go to the topics and see the number of questions that are being asked, you will see that the questions are in this format. Fill in the blanks with the antonyms of the words underlined and choose the best alternatives given below. So the number one question which was asked in this UTC paper was, now that, I hope you can all see me, now that we know the theoretical framework, let us examine the dash aspects. We have to fill in the blanks with the correct alternative of the antonym. So the options given are abstractive, hypothetical, practical, supposititious. So that means that we have to check what is the opposite of theoretical. Basically, antonym means the opposite of the given word, the opposite in meaning and in essence. So if we go to the word which is theoretical, it means concerning ourselves with theory, which theory part. So any subject, if you see that any subject, it has two parts, theory part and practical part. Okay, so definitely we have to opt for the option C, which is practical, because this is the exact opposite of theoretical. Let us see question number 2. The strict teacher was asked to become more rigorous, lenient, invariable, hard and fast. So the correct answer will be lenient, because the strict teacher was asked to become more lenient. We have to find the antonym. So the opposite of strict is lenient. Lenient means flexible, and strict means not non-flexible, adhering to certain norms. And lenient means a bit of relaxed. Okay. So if you see question number 3, the cement mixture converted the coarse gravel into dash concrete. The cement mixture converted the coarse gravel into dash concrete. I'll mix Hindi and English so that it's easier for you. The cement mixture converted the coarse gravel. Coarse means बहुत rough. Coarse का मतलब क्या है? Rough है. तो rough का opposite हम लोग अगर देखना चाहे तो options में है smooth है, harsh है, granular है and unrefined है. So the correct answer will be smooth. The correct answer will be smooth. Another person is joining. Let me just admit him. Okay. So let us go to question number 4. Though the little children tried their best to remain quiet, they ended up being peaceful, untroubled, noisy, tame. So the correct answer will be noisy, because the opposite of quiet is noisy. So in this way we have to see that some of the antonyms and synonyms, how we can solve these questions. If you go to certain other if you go to another part of the questions from antonyms and synonyms, we will see that the question is choose the correct synonym. We have to choose the correct synonym from the given alternatives. Okay, so there are 3 questions asked in this UDC paper. The first question is, writers like a tranquil atmosphere to create their novels. Writers like a tranquil atmosphere to create their novels. Writer को क्या पसंद है? Writers को पसंद है कि atmosphere जो है क्या हो? Tranquil हो. Tranquil मतलब very very peaceful and quiet, where disturbance is very less. जहाँ में disturbance बहुत कम होता है उसको क्या कहते हैं? Tranquil. Okay. तो disturbance जो tranquil है, अब tranquil का हमको क्या पूछा है? हमको tranquil का synonym पूछा है. तो हमें ऐसा एक word चाहिए जो it is similar in meaning to tranquil. तो अगर हम लोग चेक करें in the alternatives, number 1 is busy, number B is noisy, number C is peaceful and number D is excellent. So the correct answer will be option number C, peaceful, because tranquil and peaceful are synonyms. They mean the same thing. Question number 27. He is the erstwhile governor of Kerala. Erstwhile का मतलब क्या है? What is the meaning of erstwhile? हुआ करता था. इसका क्या मतलब है? हुआ करता था. He was before a governor of Kerala. He had been a governor of Kerala. मतलब पहले हुआ करता था. तो इसका सिनोनिम हमें निकालना है. तो ऑप्शंस देख लेते हैं. The first option is former. The second option is next. Third option is new. And the fourth option is best. Okay. तो इसमें क्या होगा? The correct answer will be former. ओके, फॉर्मर मीन्स पहले हुआ करते थे. गवर्नर ऑफ केरला हुआ करते थे. ओके, आई होप थिंग्स आर गेटिंग क्लियर टू यू. इट्स वेरी इजी इफ यू प्रैक्टिस इट every day for even half an hour. Within 1 or 2 months you will become very very expert. You will become expert in these things. Okay, because grammar is just like maths. English grammar is very similar to mathematics. The amount of expertise that you have is directly related to the amount of time that you devote here. Okay, there are some things like GK and all which you have to study it daily and you have to remember the things, but in English what happens? You have to practice it daily. If you don't practice, then you will keep on forgetting. Okay, so let us go to question number 28. The speaker elucidated the problems of inflation. Elucidate का मतलब क्या है? Elucidate का मतलब है एक्सप्लेन करना. जैसे मैं अभी क्या कर रहा हूं? आई एम एलुसिडेटिंग यू द टॉपिक्स ऑफ एंटोनिम्स एंड सिनोनिम्स. तो व्हेन आई एम एलुसिडेटिंग, व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इज आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग द टॉपिक्स. ओके, व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग द टॉपिक्स. तो लेट अस सी द करेक्ट ऑल्टरनेटिव्स फ्रॉम द गिवन. नंबर ए इज डिबेटेड, नंबर बी इज एन्यूमरेटेड, नंबर सी इज एक्सप्लेन्ड एंड नंबर डी इज डिस्कस्ड. करेक्ट आंसर एज यू ऑलरेडी नो, इट विल बी एक्सप्लेन. मैं बोल दिया कि एलुसिडेट का सिनोनिम क्या होता है? एक्सप्लेन होता है. ठीक है, लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. In the following questions, 4 alternatives are given. Choose the one which has a meaning of sense of the idiom or phrase given at the question place. So ये this is not related to antonym synonym. This is the next topic which I am going to cover, that is idioms and phrases. Okay, idioms and phrases important है, तुम्हारा comprehension में भी ये बहुत कम आएगा. ठीक है, idioms and phrases, it will be very important in your somebody is trying to enter. Let me just a minute. Board is not clear. Board is not clear. I think board should be clear because here I am finding it very clear here. The board I have मैं setting करके रखा हूँ board को. अभी ठीक है क्या? प्लीज सी, अभी ठीक है क्या बोर्ड? ठीक नहीं है? तुम क्या आप लोग मोबाइल में देख रहे हैं क्या? ओके, अब अभी ठीक है? थोड़ा सा थोड़ा ठीक हो गया? पूरा दिखाई दे रहा है ना नहीं दे रहा है? पहले बताओ. दे रहे हैं ना? तो shall I continue? Okay, I think everybody is clear here. Everybody can see the board and hear me properly. Okay, so let us continue. तो यहां में क्या पूछा है? idioms and phrases पूछा है. idioms and phrases में क्या होता है? What are idioms and phrases? Idioms and phrases are a collection of words. कुछ words का collection होगा which implies a certain meaning. Which implies a certain meaning. Okay? तो ये जो meaning है, ये meaning it is not necessarily it is not necessary that the meaning is going to be the same. जो लिखा है वो उसका लिटरल मीनिंग होगा ऐसा कोई जरूरी नहीं है. तो इडियम्स और फ्रेजेस में जो सब तुमको वर्ड्स दिए जाते हैं इन ए फ्रेज, वो उसका लिटरल मीनिंग निकालने जाओगी तो इट विल बी वेरी वेरी डिफरेंट, बट द एक्चुअल मीनिंग इज समथिंग एल्स एंटायरली. So that is why it is very necessary that you practice idioms and phrases, because without practice you will not understand the proper meaning of the phrases. Okay, so if you continue, we'll see that the first question is she is a clever girl and she can put 2 and 2 together. ठीक है, बोल रहा है कि she is a clever girl and she can put 2 and 2 together. तो she is a clever girl तो ठीक है, ये समझ में आ गया. she can put 2 and 2 together. This is the phrase, this is the idiom. Okay, putting 2 and 2 together is the phrase. इसका मीनिंग क्या हो सकता है? इसका मीनिंग make a formal statement, took very, शायद ये look होगा, look very thoughtful, draw a logical conclusion, count very well. Of course इसमें put 2 and 2 together it will not be count very well, it will not be look very thoughtful, of course. Okay, make a formal statement भी ये नहीं हो सकता है, ये draw a logical conclusion. Okay, 2 and 2 together, drawing 2 and 2 together means we have to draw a logical conclusion. ठीक है, I hope it is being clear to you. Now let us go to the next one. Number 22, he is out and out a liar. अब यहां में कौन सा है idiom? Out and out. Okay, out and out is the idiom. What is the meaning of out and out? The options given are surely, consistently, basically and thoroughly. He is out and out. He is out and out an extrovert. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, he is an extrovert out and out. मतलब पूरा का पूरा. Thoroughly. The answer will be thoroughly. हम लोग जब बोलते हैं out and out, इसका क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब है कि thoroughly है, पूरी तरह से मतलब 100%. तो यहाँ में क्या बोल रहा है? वो एक लायर है. लायर का क्या मतलब है? जो झूठ बोलता है, झूठा. तो ही इज आउट एंड आउट है झूठा, मतलब पूरी तरीके से वो एक झूठा है, वो एक झूठा, पूरी तरीके से वो एक झूठा है. करेक्ट, पूरी तरीके से वो एक लायर है. I hope it is being clear to you. Let us go to the next one. To keep house. Okay, to keep house. To डायरेक्ट ये पूछा है, टू कीप हाउस, घर रखना, मतलब इसका हिंदी में जाओगे तो इसको घर रखना बोलते हैं, ठीक है. टू कीप पेस विद, टू बी साइलेंट अबाउट वंस ओन पर्पस, टू वेस्ट टाइम, टू मैनेज द बिजनेस ऑफ द हाउस होल्ड. दिस इज योर होमवर्क. ओके, दिस वन is your homework. You do it at home. Just see, just go to the dictionary and see. I think you will not get it in the dictionary. You will get it in the dictionary of idioms and phrases. But you can search it online also. You will get it. To keep house. ठीक है? You do it at home. To keep house का मतलब क्या हो सकता है? I will send it into the WhatsApp group also. Okay. Now, if we go to the next topic, what we see is, यहाँ में पूछा गया है, fill in the blanks using the correct idioms. Fill in the blanks with the correct idioms from the given options. The people did not trust the boy who. The people did not trust the boy who. Number A, play a cat and mouse game. B, ate like a horse. C, cried wolf all the time. D, received the lion's share. इसमें कौन सा हो सकता है? द करेक्ट आंसर विल बी द पीपल डिड नॉट ट्रस्ट द बॉय हु क्राइड वुल्फ ऑल द टाइम. अब व्हाट इज क्राइंग वुल्फ? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ क्राइंग वुल्फ? मतलब इसका लिटरल मीनिंग में अगर तुम जानना चाहती हो तो तुमको क्या क्या लगेगा? क्राइंग वुल्फ का क्या मतलब है? कोई ए वुल्फ जो रोता है, राइट? ए वुल्फ जो रोता है. बट दिस इज एक्चुअली नॉट द मीनिंग. व्हेन यू क्राई वुल्फ, when somebody cries wolf, when someone cries wolf, the meaning here is that that person is asking for help. The person is asking for help, but in actuality he does not need the help. But in reality he does not need the help. So he is making a fool. He is making a fool of the persons towards whom he is asking for help. So this is called crying wolf. Okay, बेवकूफ बनाने को crying wolf कहते हैं. So the persons did not like the boy who cried wolf. I hope it's becoming clear. So it's not very difficult. If you this is basic level, class 6-7 में भी तुमको ये सब चीज तुमको मिल जाएगा. ओके, सो let us go to the previous slides. See, this is, I think this is 2019 paper. Okay, so 2019 paper में if you see, the total number of questions which were asked from antonyms and synonyms were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. एंटोनिम्स और सिनोनिम्स से 7 क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए थे, और इडियम्स एंड फ्रेजेस से 1, 2, 3 एंड 4. तो टोटल क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम एंटोनिम्स एंड सिनोनिम्स, it were what? 7, and from idioms and phrases it was 4. So 7 plus 4 is 11 questions. How many questions? 11 क्वेश्चन. नाउ मैं इसलिए ये बता रहा हूँ क्योंकि तुम्हारा टोटल कितना है? तुम्हारा टोटल 50 क्वेश्चन है. टोटल कितना क्वेश्चन है? 50 क्वेश्चन है. एक क्वेश्चन का 2 मार्क है. सब कुल मिला के कितना है? 100 मार्क्स है तुम्हारा. ठीक है. नाउ अगर एंटोनिम्स एंड सिनोनिम्स में से ही तुम्हारा 7 क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं, इफ दे आर आस्किंग 7 क्वेश्चन, तो योर टोटल मार्क्स फ्रॉम एंटोनिम्स एंड सिनोनिम्स 7 into 2 is equal to 14. एंड इडियम्स एंड फ्रेजेस 4 क्वेश्चन पूछा है, तो 4 into 2 is 8. So total 22 marks are coming from these two topics. So it is a very important topic. That's why I started with this topic. Out of 100 marks, 22 marks, around 22% is coming from your antonyms and synonyms and idioms and phrases. So I started with this. So